Aren't they calling for like overcast today? But obviously it's not overcast because I can see shadows because the sun's making its way through. Ain't that special? Anyway, people, it's freaking half day freaking Friday. Half day freaking Friday. Half day freaking Friday today. Oh, I'm just gonna mix up another coffee. Gonna go drive it in my face. So today, we're gonna go to work for 3 hours, put in our time. After work, we're gonna go to Canadian Tire, pick up some fuel line. Then we're gonna come home, blast the back lawn, blast the front lawn, get them somewhat short. And then, we're gonna fix that damn chainsaw and get that all good to go. Yo. And then, just see where the day takes us. Sounds like fun. Kafafe. That's how good kafafe right there. You want some food? You want some food? You want some food? I could probably say, do you want some poison? Yeah, he's jumping again. I think if you say, do you want? He's like, yes, I do. I don't know what it is, but I want it. I like that kind. Please give me. Please. Pretty please. So, lately on my diet, I decided to change it up a bit and add a bit more carbs to it. Because they say for protein synthesis, you need carbs. But I think my choice in carbs was a bad choice. Because yesterday I was pretty bloated. Holy. And I noticed I've been getting bloated all week since I've tried this out. Basically, I decided to add sweet potatoes to the regimen. Because a lot of bodybuilders use sweet potatoes. And I thought I'd give it a go. That was a stupid idea. So, once I'm done with these sweet potatoes, I'm not going to buy them again. I think I'm just going to stick to what I was doing before because it was working. Meat and veg. Alright, well, it's that time. What time? It's time to get off to work. Put in our daily hours. All 3 of them. So we can come home. Actually, no, we're going to go to Canadian Tire right after work. Pick up that freaking fuel line. And then come home. And hopefully it's still nice out. So you remember when I first got that chainsaw, Trans Am was still in the, or Dirty Bird if you will, was still in the garage. And I showed you the chainsaw, and the bag that Dad packed it in was pretty much covered in gasoline and oil and all that stuff. And I thought it was leaking chain oil, and it turns out, after inspecting the bag and smelling the contents, that was actually gasoline oil mixture that I was smelling, because the fuel line was so decrepit that it literally, like Dad said, he when he got the chainsaw, it was full. When I opened it up the other night, the gas tank, because there's a part in the video that I didn't show you where I had the chainsaw set up on the floor and I was pulling on it to see if it would catch, and there was nothing. And then I opened the gas tank and realized there's no fuel in this damn thing. No wonder why it won't start. When I got it, there was at least a half a tank of gas in it. So it's obviously leaking fuel somewhere. Got to be the fuel line. So, seeing how I found bits and pieces of the fuel line in the actual gas tank for the chainsaw, I'm just going to assume that this chainsaw sat for such a long time that the fuel lines just rotted out of the damn thing. There we go. So it's probably rotted all along the path it takes to get to the engine or to the carb, and that's why Dad was able to start it temporarily and then it died, because the damn thing ain't getting any gas. And when I was ripping on it, I noticed that there was air bubbles in the fuel line. So it's obviously pulling some gas out of the container, or out of the tank, and then pulling air in through the holes of the hose. So I'm pretty certain, seeing how she tried to start yesterday and it didn't go. And the reason why it didn't go is because you kind of can't start a chainsaw on oxygen alone. You need fuel. I don't know why Spotify is playing Master Exploder by Tenacious D, but totally is. Not sure what's going on there. I want to listen to my workout tunes. What the hell's going on with Spotify? Why is it being stupid today? It's because it's attached to the freaking car. And it goes into stupid driving mode. I hate that it does that. There we go. That's better. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the battle plan for today. Mow the back lawn, mow the front lawn, fix the chainsaw, and then go with the flow. So I say we got to move on. Let's do this. All right, so we're down here at Canadian Tire. Let's go pick up some fuel line. Yay, yay. Alrighty, we're back home. And I ended up buying some Raider fuel line. Got 5 feet of the shit. I don't need maybe tops a half a foot. $5, so we'll give that a go after. And while I was at Cambodian Tire, they had this stuff on sale. Max Boost Coffee, 1.5 more caffeine. So I figured I'm interested in trying different weird things. And why the frig is Google on? Anyway, I'm interested in trying weird things. So I was on sale for like a couple bucks. Figured, a couple bucks. It was on sale for $8.99. So I figured I would buy a tub of it and use it to motivate myself to be more motivated. Yeah. Anyway, I just let the dog out. I'm going to let him back in, grab a bite to eat, and then we'll get started on the day's projects. Yay, yay. Man, I should have grabbed a Rockstar Zero while I was out, because let me tell you, I could use one. And I don't know if I slept well last night or not. Not sure how many hours I got, but just today I feel really tired. Let's put on a pot of coffee. Alright, so they say 1.5 cup, 8 tablespoons for 8 servings. So it's one tablespoon per serving. I put in about 10 cups, so 10 tablespoons. Alrighty, let's let that become coffee. We'll make ourselves a cup, drop it in our face, and get out there and get working. Like I say, we got all the time in the world, boys. The weekend is here. For dinner tonight, I got a steak. For dinner tomorrow night, I got a steak. Then I'm officially out of food. So we're probably gonna do groceries sometime tomorrow. Get some stuff for next week. Maybe I'll dedicate Sunday to doing some meal prep so we don't have to freaking come home, work out, and then cook and then eat. It'd be nice to have meals ready to go. Just nuke them and drop them in a face. Anyway, I'm just watching some YouTubes and waiting for coffee now. Holy crap, that's a strong coffee. Me likey. Well, that went down super easy. Alright, let's head out to the garage. I got my headphones on because I'm going to listen to music while I mow the lawn. Because let's face it, things go faster when you got good tunes pounding in your skull. It's like candy. Did you get that? Because these are skull candy headphones. What we're going to do, throw this fuel line over here for now. And I want to bring the mower up here instead of taking it out the back door. Just to make things a little easier. So, just going to grab it, lift it, put it up here. Alrighty. Filled it up with gas, didn't tighten down the freaking lid on the jerry can when I was pouring it. Made a bit of a mess. Whatever. Let's get out there and start mowing. Chores before chores, boys. Alright. We're done. Front yard's mowed. Backyard's mowed. Really got to do something about this grass growing between the steps. Probably could just grip and rip it. Oh no, it's in there good. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, we'll want to grab a coffee. Then we'll get cracking on that chainsaw. Let's go. Coffee. So how are we going to fuck this pig? Couldn't find anything on this thing last night. No service manual, no nothing. So let's look it over and see what we're playing with here. We got a screw back here. The handle screw up top. The air, I'm going to take this here apart again at the air thing. And then we'll take off the handle and see how that plays out. Okay, so I took the handle off and it looks like this hose runs down the handle and goes into the gas tank here. So I don't need to take this apart. I just need to take this handle off. So that's not too bad. Looks like it's 3 screws right there. So let's go ahead and extract those. Alright, so I took the hose out. Not easy, and now I'm trying to feed this hose in, and it's giving me some troubles. It's a little bit bigger than the diameter of the hole, so I'm just gonna force it in there. Then what I need to do is, it looks like this has already been fixed at one point, but no, well, like this hose is all shredded and stuff, and
Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and feed that in there and then get it to come out of here. I'm going to attach the freaking guy, drop it back in, put some gas into it, pull it, start it, and go chop down a tree. So here's the problem that we're having. The hose I bought is 1/8, smallest thing. For fuck's sakes, I'm getting bit. Smallest thing that Canadian Tire has. The hose I need is smaller. So 1/8 inch isn't enough. We got to go lower than that. It's not fitting in the hole, and when it goes in the hole, it's got to loop and go through. I thought maybe I could split this bottom and get an idea as to what's going on. But after looking in there, this is literally a sealed unit. You can't get to the gas tank. Oh, and I don't have any hose kicking around small enough, that's for sure. Doubt I have anything sitting on a scrap engine, or not really a scrap engine, a spare engine. Remind me to get my Sawzall out and chop this stupid door. What's this? That's brake cable. That's brake cable. There's nothing on there. What the hell's this? A chainsaw wheel. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. So, it sucks that Canadian Tire doesn't have the right fuel line. What even sucks more about Canadian Tire is you go there and you ask for help and there's nobody on the floor. I swear, since they got the automated cash machines, they just fired all their staff. Alrighty, I just called Hamlin's to see if they have any. He said they got all sorts of tights, he just doesn't know the size. So, I told him I'll bring some up and we can figure it out. And that's what we're doing now. Alright, just got back from Hamlin's and I bought some fuel line. It's not the same kind that was in there before, but good enough. Only problem is, well, let me show you. This is a weird one. You feed it in the hole, and it's supposed to bend and go into the tank. And it looks like I'm able to feed it. I can actually feed it pretty far, but it never comes out the hole over here. I honestly don't know where the heck it's going. And it would help if I actually paid attention to the viewfinder. I think it's going inside here. Yeah, it is. So I'm not sure exactly how the hell you're supposed to feed this in. So, I think the next step is let's head upstairs to the computer and see what other people do for this kind of a problem. Alright, so it looks like all you got to do is get a piece of wire and attach it to the fuel line and fish it through. Yeah, I can do that. That should be alright. Now, what can I use for wire? Really? Why am I asking myself that? I vape. I got Canthal coming out of my arse. Alright, let's give that a go. So I cut off a nice chunk of Canthal here, but then I realized something. Do you guys remember back in the day when Dad gave me that weed whacker and I needed to feed fuel line through it? And I bought a fuel line repair kit and it came with this? Life just got easier. So I should be able to somehow feed this through there and pull the fuel line. Okay, I just realized something that I've been screwing up on. I've been trying to feed the fuel line through here. That's the bolt hole. This is the fuel line hole. But I still can't find the entry point to the gas tank. Like, it looks like it wants to go, but then it just bounces off the actual internal tank. And I can't see in there because it's a black tank, and yeah, I'll keep fiddling. Well, now I've gone and done it. It's stuck. Tried to feed it through the fuel line inside the tank, and the hook on the end of the wire got stuck. I have no choice now. I need to figure out how to split this thing apart. Oh, son of a bitch. And the only screw I saw was that one, unless I got to take this whole guard off, which I guess is possible, and just take that off, I guess, and that should come off. Alright, start ripping apart more shit. Probably gonna owe Dad $20 for a chainsaw. Alright, I managed to get the wire out, but the problem with this friggin' thing is it's so damn old. Yeah, it was made in Canada. I guess that's cool, but there's no friggin' service manual on the internet for it. The only thing I can come across is an iFixit post, or iFixya, and the guys are like, oh, that's where I found out about this clunker thing. There's no teardown information, no nothing, no service manuals, no PDFs, and the problem is inside right about here is the hole in the tank where the line's supposed to go through. Problem is the tank is sitting in here, and to find that hole is a pain in the ass because the wire just basically grazes up against it and can't find it, and then it just goes inside the chainsaw. So it's literally like rolling a critical hit in Dungeons and Dragons. You gotta like be bang on and hope to Christ she finds her way through. Not fun. Alright, after a lot of tomfoolery, Finally got it to feed. Go team me. Okay, that was a pain in the ass, I will admit. Next up, this is what I did, was I slid it down you can't see that because this camera sucks. But I basically, you gotta focus, you pile of piss. Anyway, I basically cut it down like that, fed it through, and then grabbed it and pulled it. It got this fly bugging me right now. Like, I don't get it. Like, there's so much sky I can go in. Why is it in my airspace? Let's cut this, put the stupid thing on it, feed the rest of the gas line, reassemble it, see if she'll fire. Alright, well, I got this here basically all situated, except for the lid on it. I want to see if fuel is actually going to make it to the carb. So, need to tighten up that screw without the lid on it. The moment you loosen the choke. Alright, I'm going to throw some gas into it. Let's see if this son of a bitch will start. On is there. It's definitely getting gas. Ooh, hey. Let's open up that choke. Sweetness. There you go. Chainsaw's fixed. Sweet. One less thing to do. So I can get that back to Dad now and call it a freaking day. So that's all it was. Stupid fuel line. This deserves a celebratory coffee drink. Alright. Well, I reek like two-stroke gasoline, so I'm gonna shut down this garage. Anyway, I reek like two-stroke gasoline and wood and... Sweet, I'm bleeding. Well, it's 6 o'clock now. I have no idea what's going on for the rest of the night. So I think I'm just gonna go with the flow. All right, no idea what's going on. Just gonna flow with it. All right, guys. It's currently 1:30 in the morning. I basically went out and bombed around a dirty bird with a friend. Drove around, burned some gas, had fun. Pretty much gonna call it for tonight. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.